Who let him cook? Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a first look and exploration into the Royal Chef, the newly released legendary tower troop in Clash Royale. Now this card has been met with quite a bit of backlash from the Clash Royale community, which I do believe is quite justified. It seems to be pretty overpowered and game-breaking in a few different ways. Now I have contacted my pro friends in the community such as Riley and collated a deck list to try this new tower troop out in a bunch of different archetypes and see what it works best in. I did make a post asking for advice, and Donald, one of my friends and the game designer for Clash Royale, actually suggested me to use it in Queen Bow, so we're actually going to be trying it in Expo as well, but a bunch of different decks, as I said. Now, thanks to the power of magic items, I do have a bunch of boost potions stacked up that I can simply use and boost the Royal Chef up to level 15 for 3 hours. If you guys have these potions, you can do the same, and as I said, I'll be just taking an exploration into this card with a bunch of different decks. First off, we have Goblin Giant Evo P.E.K.K.A. Let's get right into it. I feel like this is just going to be ridiculous. So first impressions of this card, right? We take a look at this right now. We are spawning with less HP than our opponents, and that does mean that we're automatically at a disadvantage when the game first starts out. Now my opponent is leaking. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Giant, same lane as the Bandit, and we are actually going to get this Goblin Giant leveled up to level 15, as you can see, because this special ability of the Royal Chef, the Pancake, does level the Goblin Giant up and is currently level 15 right now. So that is already sort of game-breaking in my opinion. I mean, literally shifting mechanics in Clash Royale. I don't really see how that can be a very healthy concept for the game, but I don't know, man. We're just going to go for a P.E.K.K.A. to protect this bomber. So yeah, this deck is ridiculous, but we get a level 15 P.E.K.K.A. As you guys can see, this is just perpetually leveling up our troops, and it's kind of crazy how it's going to work, and I am actually kind of concerned, honestly, for how this is going to work. But we are actually already back to our Evo Goblin Giant, and my opponent is not back to his P.E.K.K.A. So I honestly might just go Evo Goblin Giant at the bridge right now. I mean, he's at least one card away, I believe. I mean, honestly, I don't really know what he can do about this. We have our Pancake ability leveled up. I'm just going to go for this right now. And I think he's back to P.E.K.K.A. now. Yeah, he is. But we actually should be fine. I mean, the 15 Goblin Giant's going to get to the tower. I'll go for my Fisherman to let the Bandit connect, but just kind of keep the Fisherman alive. And then the Fisherman will help out against this Evo P.E.K.K.A. So we're up against a bit of a difficult matchup. I mean, P.E.K.K.A. into Goblin Giant's not really what you want to see, but we have our own P.E.K.K.A. as well, so it's not going to be too terrible, I feel. And we have our level 17, or 17, we have our level 15 P.E.K.K.A. on the way. As you can see, this ability is about halfway cooked up. And you can see that the Royal Chef also has, I believe it has a bit less DPS compared to Princess Tower as well. I think that is by design, but I mean, it's already level 15. Look at this, like, that's the main concept and main draw of this card for sure. Let's rage up the Evo P.E.K.K.A., see if we can get it to kill this Ewiz, get to the tower possibly. That's going to kill the Ewiz and get a hit on the tower. Just like that, we are in the lead, guys. I'm going to go for the Goblin Giant just to protect this Fisherman and get it leveled up to level 15. Gonna force out a P.E.K.K.A. and it's actually gonna kill the Ghost as well. So I'm actually going to drop a P.E.K.K.A. because you can see that. Okay, that's for the Evo MK, fair enough. We have a Fisherman helping out right now, so I mean, it's gonna get whisked away, that Mega Knight, and we can pretty much just chill. And you can see that we're not really trying to like do anything that special. It's literally just overpowered cards being overpowered and doing their thing. Now P.E.K.K.A. is about to come down, but he can't really go P.E.K.K.A. right away because we have the Fisherman on the board. I'm gonna go Goblin Giant at the bridge and Fisherman as well, and that actually just got destroyed. Oh my god, let's pop our ability. It's gonna kill the Ghost and get on the tower as well. And just like that, absolute domination in our first game without even really having to use our brain, guys. As you can see, we just have a level 15 Goblin Giant, and if this game continued, we would have actually 3-crowned the opponent. He literally had no chance, and he literally played P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight, like two very strong cards, and he stood absolutely no chance. That is the power of the Royal Chef. I forgot to show you guys the actual stats and ability itself, so let's take a look at this right now. So you can see the stats. I believe it has a bit less range than a Princess Tower, if not mistaken, and it does have less HP. I believe a bit less damage too. Cooking time does differentiate depending on whether it's attacking stuff or not. So cooks a mean pancake and throws it to your troop with the most hit points, increasing their level by 1. take longer to cook when he's attacking, of course, and he serves troops that haven't eaten yet, so he's not going to, you know, solo focus on just one troop all the time. He's going to be trying to distribute his pancakes. But yeah, just crazy. This deck is what I'm scared of. This deck is already dominating the meta on top ladder. It has been even before this card was released. It's just going to serve as an even bigger catalyst to how broken this deck is going to be. So really not looking forward to that. Moving on, we're going to be trying this out in Cycle, one of my favorite decks in the meta right now, if not my absolute favorite deck in the meta. Royal Hogs Earthquake, been grinding some GCs with it, trying to practice for the upcoming 20-win challenge, actually. And so let's try this one out on Path of Legends now. Just playing some ladder casually, guys. And so we do have the Royal Chef again. Oh no, I forgot to... Oh no, okay. Thank God, dude. I thought I forgot to switch. I was going to be like, I have to cut this out, don't I? But we're actually fine, so I'm going to just go Pigs first play. It's actually a play that I do make with this deck. I mean, it's a pretty safe play. You can't really get punished for it unless he drops a Mega Knight, which he literally does. Oh my goodness. But we can try and activate King off of this Mega Knight, perhaps. Let's see. So I'm going to log it over. Then I'm going to try and activate King right now. So let's go Ice Spirit for the first jump. Level 15 Ice Spirit, thank you very much. Let's go Skeletons, and let's go Queen. That's unfortunately not going to be exactly the activation I envisioned, but we're still going to get a King Tower activation nonetheless, so I mean, I guess it's okay. We are going to have to delivery on this Doctor plus Monster real quick, and then I'll go Ice Spirit for this Hog that's also on the tower. I'm going to take a bunch of damage here, a bit of an unfortunate start, but I think we should be okay. I do have my second Queen ability coming up, which he's probably not ready for, actually. Does just go for the Goblin Barrel, and okay, my Queen actually dies. Oh man, I forgot it was against Dagger Duchess. Okay, this is not a great start, but I'm pretty confident we can still win, guys, because this deck is a very strong deck, and you can literally win against anything if you play well. So I'll do my best. We do have the biggest proponent of the Royal Chef's ability in this is going to be the Archer Queen, because we can simply just get a level 15 Archer Queen on the board. We're currently playing level 14 standard because I'm on a bit of a lower league in Trophy, or in Path of Legends rather, not Trophy Road. He does go for the Void on my cannon. Let's just go for a Queen, get it leveled up with that Pancake, as you can see, level 15 immediately. So if you like get that Pancake ability maxed out and just kind of get it to start cooking, you can actually literally get a level 15 card right off the bat. And I believe it's actually going to get level 16, guys. Let's see. If I go for my ability and don't actually go for any troops yet, can we get that level 16 Queen right now? We can! Look at that level 16 Archer Queen, guys. She's unfortunately dead. But, I mean, we got a level 16 Queen. That's all that matters, right? And so I think he's going to go for a Hog pretty soon. Just going to get ready for that real quick. I forgot he's actually playing a Barrel, I'm not going to lie. But we're okay, no damage taken, and we're going to go for Archer Queen to get that Pancake up. Let's hope we can force out a Mega Knight real quick, because I want to go Pigs opposite lane. No Mega Knights yet, but just kind of being patient, you know, biding my time. Let's go Pigs opposite. Let's block this Void with our Ice Spirit as well. So he's probably going to Mega Knight in. Okay, he's actually, like, kind of not sure what to do, which is really good. Our Queen's going to stay alive on 1 HP, also very nice. And that level 15 Pig is going to get some decent chip, I suppose, but I mean, nothing too special, of course. Going to go for our delivery, and then Queen to start DPSing everything down. Cycle back to our log for this defense, and that is an immaculate defense, if I do say so myself, guys. Cannon stays alive. Pancake's about to cook and get this Queen to level 15. In the meantime, I'm going to go for my Pigs plus Skeletons. Queen is going to be level 15, so we have a perfect counter push in both lanes. Let's go Evil Ice Spirit as well. While those Pigs are on a 0 dagger Duchess right now, let's pop our ability. Level 15 Queen, by the way. And he is in massive trouble. Also, that Pig on the right is just going to town on that tower. That is game. That right there is a great comeback, guys, with the Royal Chef in Pigs EQ. And I would say it actually was a bit impactful. Now, again, I believe this card is way stronger in beatdown because of its nature. You know, leveling up overpowered cards just means it's better with stuff like a Giant, like a P.E.K.K.A, like a Goblin Giant. But with Archer Queen, I think it can still work decently well. Now, next up, we have this deck, which Riley told me would be very strong, because he told me that Cannon Cart is... I mean, I honestly didn't even need him to tell me that Cannon Cart is one of the most overpowered cards in the meta. I know that myself, but we do have the Cannon Cart right here. And imagine a level 14 Cannon Cart is already really strong, level 15, whatever level you want it to be. Now imagine a 1 level higher Cannon Cart. You don't ever really see that, because I mean, Cannon Cart plus Mirror is not really common on ladder, but I'm actually very concerned because this card is so overpowered. Like, I have been calling for a nerf to the Cannon Cart for months, literal months I have been. And I mean, I'm actually a bit concerned, but let's see what we can do here. Gonna go for the Mortar first play. Pretty standard stuff. We have another candidate for the ability as well. We have the Goblin Giant, which is actually pretty good because the monster having a pancake does give it more HP to just kind of do good work. No NATO end cycles. We can actually go Miner the back because he can't NATO it to the King Tower unless he's somehow playing a mirror. That's gonna be level 15 Miner now. So look at that, guys. Look at that value from the Chef. Just getting that level 15 Miner is going to change interactions, of course, and just going to get us even more damage than we normally would have. And now we are almost in the damage lead from the first interaction of the game. So Bowler Lumberjack, I suspect this might be Lumber Balloon, actually an archetype that I know a lot of you guys really hit going against. We have our ability ready, so I'm just going to go for the Goblin Giant. I feel like it will kind of change the way you play stuff. Like, for example, I didn't want to go Bats because I don't want to get a random level 15 Bat. So it's obviously weak in cycle decks and against swarm cards, right? But it's better in situations like these. Now let's go for our ability just to get that DPS going on the Bowler plus eye drag. Not really what I was looking for, unfortunately, but that's level 16 monster, I believe, but we're gonna fireball everything and we should be totally fine. I mean, is that a Lumberloon coming down in the other side? Let's go Bats. Let's see if he freezes as well. He's not gonna freeze. I think we're totally fine. We're gonna take a bit of chip. Nothing too serious though. And now we can go Cannon Cart. Now this is what I was concerned about, guys. Let's go Cannon Cart right away because I want that Chef to start cooking immediately. I think we're going to try and make the most of this ability. So he does have that eye drag, but I could go Goblin Giant. I think I will, because if he does go for a Bowler, the Cannon Cart will actually DPS it down pretty well, you know? Let's pop our... Okay, really good freeze, actually. I do have to respect that by him. Really good freeze, but the cart might still get to tower. Maybe level 16 cart. Look at that level 16 cart, guys. It's going to get into the tower right now. My god, that's 4 hits against an eye drag. That is absolutely insane. Level 16 cannon cart should not exist. That is not legal. That should not be legal. What in the world did I just witness, guys? And just like that, my opponent is in trouble. I'm going to fireball cycle on this baby dragon, getting that goblin to the tower as well. And then we are going to have to worry about a possible Lumberloon push coming down, but I'm not that concerned. We'll wait for the NATO, and then we'll go cart as well. I don't mind if he gets a few hits on the tower. It's not really that big of a deal. And actually, that reset is going to prevent that from happening. Now, I'm actually going to go for a Evo Mortar like this once it's on the cannon cart. And we're going to get that pancake to level up the cannon cart. No, we're not. But I'm not sure what it's going to level up, actually. Level 15 bats. Okay, I mean, the Evo Mortar's on the tower, though. And honestly, this game is long over, guys. And I wouldn't say it won us the game, but we just had constant pressure, and we had a level 16 cannon cart on the board, which should not be a legal thing, in my opinion. Like, how is that legit? Let's look at this right now. Let's go cart in the pocket. It's going to get pancaked up to level 15 right there. And that is just, like, literally second tower down. Good game. That is absurd. Guys, I don't know what to say. Like, this is not real. This card is not, like, who let him cook, man? I'm scared of Cannon Cart, and we have another Cannon Cart deck to be showing you guys today. But next up, we're going to try Expo, just because Donald himself, the main person in charge of balance changes, did tell me to try this deck out. And I'm like, you know what, Donald? You're a G, and I actually was, you know, oh, this tower troop is so bad for Expo, because it actually doesn't level up buildings, by the way, guys. So Expo does not get affected. Neither does Cannon, Mortar, Tesla, anything like that. But Donald said try it in Queen Bow. Let's actually casually open up a Royal Wild chest right now, because I am actually out of chest slots real quick. Just a little bling for you guys, but it was actually such a valid take by Donald, because I mean, Archer Queen is probably the best chance we have to use this Royal Chef in Expo, because again, I actually believe he's pretty strong with Archer Queen, and I think it can do a pretty good job. The only downside is that we're going to have a bit weaker defense, but you guys know Expo, the archetype, we literally have perfect defense in this deck, so I feel like we can really make stuff work if we actually just put our mind to it and try and defend perfectly. Then we can definitely make this ability worth the lower DPS. So we have a level 15 Knight right now, which I would say is not too terrible. He might pop ability and go Hog opposite. I actually have a feeling he's going to do something like that. No, he does not, but nonetheless, aggressive EQ coming down early. Let's go for the Ice Spirit, maybe avoid any hits. No, we take a hit, but it's all good in the hood. We're going to get a level 15 Queen coming soon with this Expo, and I actually think he's in a lot of trouble, guys, because he just cycled Earthquake. How does he survive right now? Level 15 Archer Queen. He's going to DPS down, is going to melt that bomb tower. Goodbye, sir. That's on the tower as well. 1 hit, 2 hits, and that Expo is also on the tower. And we kind of already won the game, and I wouldn't say it was game-breaking, but it was kind of game-changing. We literally won the game. off of... Okay, it's unfortunate I have to use a pancake on a level 15 skeleton here, but we did kind of win the game off of that one interaction with the Archer Queen, because it DPS down the bomb tower so fast, and he had nothing in cycle. If he went like Mighty Miner, it also would have gotten DPS'd way down. We already won the game in the first minute, which is kind of how my games in the slower trophy range go. Let's try this out, guys. Level 15 Ice Spirit, let's get that to the tower, and that's actually gonna, if it got to the tower, that would have been even more damage than normal Ice Spirit would offer, so, you know, pretty solid bargain, I have to say. He's gonna pressure me pretty soon. Let's go Skellies for this, and we actually do have, ooh, okay. Yeah, we can do this. That's gonna kill the Firecracker, guys. Check that out. Evo Cannon, beautiful stuff, and just like that, we have a level 15 Knight. Might as well just pressure with it, because why not, right? It's literally level 15. I mean, it's higher leveled, and we have an Evo Ice Spirit in cycle 2. Like, that's tower down, man. Like, you can't do anything. Level 15 Knight, man. Let's go for our Archer Queen, get that to level 15. You have to be a bit preemptive with your play sometimes, because you have to let that ability be cooking. But, I mean, I think he already gave up. No, he did not give up, but Evo Ice with that Hog's name on it. Log. Skelly should be no hits. Now we have another little fun sequence, guys. Level 15 Archer Queen makes her reappearance in this situation. Knight as well. And then we can just log, and he's going to Earthquake. But the level 15 Queen, man, is still going strong. Level 15 Queen, level 15 Knight. Imagine if that Knight one-shot the Ice Spirit. I would have had no words. But Queen is still going strong, guys. Oh my god, that's almost back to a new ability. That's insane right there. That's actually crazy work. And just like that, we have basically taken the damage lead on the other side as well. And I want to show you guys a fun trick here. Anti-earthquake cannon placement. You can shove the hog into your cannon with that trick, and just like that, anti-earthquake hog defense, just in case you guys wanted some hog earthquake tips. Good game, and that's going to be a very well-deserved Cannon Evo emote, because that was quite a fun application of the Evo Cannon. I mean, it killed the Firecracker, right? I never really used that card, but yeah, it's cooking so far pretty well in every deck, guys. Level 15 Queen was no joke in that matchup. Level 16 Cannon Cart was just insane, and then P.E.K.K.A, I mean, the Queen was pretty valuable, and here, like, the P.E.K.K.A Goblin Giant constantly getting buffed up. This is definitely the scariest deck with this new Tower Troop, guys. Like, this deck is going to dominate meta, mark my words. Dominate top ladder. But lastly, we have this deck, Bridgespam, which Riley told me is also very good because it has 3 candidates for the Royal Chef's ability. We have the Cannon Cart, of course, most broken one. We have the Ram. Imagine an Evo Ram that's level 15. That's pretty crazy. And we also have a Goblin Stein, which is also really strong. This is also one of the most strongest, nice English SK. It's one of the strongest archetypes, though, and decks in the meta in general. You will see this deck quite a lot if you're grinding ladder, top ladder, that is, or Path of Legends as well. Like lower range, and even if you play grand challenges, I face this deck so often, so you can expect to see it quite a bit. And so let's try and make this one work for our final cookage with Royal Chef. Let's go for a Cannon Cart, because I want that to be my level 15 card. Like, it's such a broken card, man. Like, look at that, level 15, and he goes for the Firecracker, level 13. That is a massive level mismatch, man. Gonna Ice Spirit to keep this Cannon Cart alive. Honestly, let's just go for the Ram in front, because we literally have level 15 Cannon Cart. Like, what can he do about it? Like, he is gonna go Recruits. That's totally fine, honestly. This deck actually has pretty good Recruits defense. I think we can just go for our Ghost and arrows on everything once he goes for the Breakers, and that's going to clear up everything. This deck actually does, I think it beats Recruits, guys, honestly. Like, we have Cannon Cart, which is very strong. We have Goblin Stein, which is a great cop-out against Recruits if you need one. And since we have the ability coming up, I'm actually going to go for my Cannon Cart. I was going to maybe go Bandit, but because we have the ability, again, I want to make the most of it. So level 16, or 15 rather, Cannon Cart is going to be buffed up. And I'm actually going to go for the Ram as well, because I believe he's not back to his Recruits. He may be back now, but we have a level 15 cart once more, so he's just going to get so much value. Look at that, man. Just sniping everything, one-shotting stuff, and, like, he's already in trouble. That's still alive. And just tanking for the Barb that's level 15 now. Oh my god. This is actually, like, this can't be legal, man. This is, like, this is not fair. Like, this shouldn't be legal. Let's go for a Bandit. Just activate King off that Firecracker. Take one Wall Breaker. It's not really a big deal. Now we have an activated King, and I feel like we're primed for a really good spot in this match, guys. Hope that Bandit dies, please. Yes, thank God. And I'm actually going to go for my Goblin Stein here, because, again, I want to maximize that ability. So I feel like you do have to be a bit wary of what you're cycling, just to maximize the ability and make it cook stuff up. We have that level 15 monster that's being tanked for, or that's going to tank for my Ghost. Let's actually pressure with an Evo Ram Bandit, Evo Ice in the right, and that might get leveled up too, actually, if he's not careful. That's 1 charge, 2 rebounds. That's tower down in the left. That's also tower down in the right. We are just destroying this guy right now without even needing to try. Like, this is insane. That's level 15 ghost in the left. And he's going to give up, ladies and gentlemen. This is the power of the Royal Chef. This is how we're going to cook ladder. This is why Clash Royale is cooked, man. We are, like, what in the world? Oh, my God. I feel like I should make my thumbnail, like, where cooked or something. Because, like, my goodness, that was a crazy match. 3 crown. Basically every match, guys, ended up in my opponents giving up. Or some level of it, like us winning in the tower trade situation, which is kind of a bit humiliating. But like 3 crowning recruits is a great feeling. I despise that deck. That guy was kind of underleveled. I still hate that deck though, and we really cooked with the Royal Chef, guys. Like today we destroyed some people. We took some souls with this new card, and I feel like you have to watch out, because ultimately my overall impressions of this card, it is very strong. I feel like it's not a good mechanic as a whole, because I mean, leveling cards up is a very dicey thing to be doing, and it's very scary seeing stuff like level 15 Cannon Cart, level 15 Evo P.E.K.K.A, level 16, 17 Evo P.E.K.K.A. I saw that on ladder earlier today. Goblin Giant, Archer Queen is also no joke. Like, there are so many strong candidates for this card to do well with. Feel free to copy any of these decks, guys, and try them out yourself, because I feel like this is just insanity. But let me know what you guys think of the Royal Chef. Again, community feedback's also pretty strong against this card. Like, it's pretty overpowered and kind of breaking the meta, and I feel like it's kind of deserved. You know, if you want to get this card maxed out, you literally have to spend about $40 US. This is like 60 Singapore dollars where I live, and it's just crazy, man. Like, again, another new overpowered game-breaking card. We had Goblinstein, we have the Royal Chef now. Like, it's just rinse and repeat, man. But let me know what you guys think of this card. Hope you guys enjoyed the first look video. I had a lot of fun playing it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.